I never spent any money.
I just ate her pussy.
I never spent any money that I made.
I never pussy. Conrad. But fondue your thing, you know.
We'll fondue your thing. That's the title of the episode.
Let's get it. Spit out episode titles.
Oh yeah, blep.
He's smooth.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Connie's Untitled Nighttime Talk Show, the only self-help podcast that only helps me. I'm here with my guest, my favorite underachiever, Mr. Blake Fortner. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
All right. Blake, what do you think dreams are made out of?
Dreams.
I think it's...
They're made out of dreams.
All right, that's a great non-answer to kick the show off.
No, when you think about it,
they're made out of dreams.
They're made out of dreams.
What is it? No, it's not. Okay. Well, you can't just say spam's made out of spam. You got to elaborate. That's not...
I mean, if you know your spam.
That's not yes and, you're just repeating what I say.
That's a form of yes and.
No, it's not.
Yes and?
All right.
I think dreams are made out of hope.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's one interpretation.
Yeah.
Delusion, that's one ingredient.
I mean, that's a synonym for hope.
Confusion. You know, we got the opposite of the Powerpuff Girls right now, dude. Hope's probably the hot one. Or no, hope's probably the ugly one. Delusion, that's probably the hot one.
I don't know, would delusion be the hot one?
I don't think you could say who your favorite...
Hope, I feel like hope would be the one that's like the middle one. That's like good girl looking, but there's like a bad girl that's hotter than her. You know what I'm saying?
I think that Hope is like the, ugly Betty that like is like strong but like optimistic, you know. Also, I don't think it's appropriate to pick your favorite.
Betty. You know that?
Wow, really?
Have you ever met a hot Betty?
Not in 2024.
Yeah, that's the year we live in.
Yeah. Well, all right. Yeah. No, not
we
this
can get
year.
Our time machine and meet a whole bunch of hot Bettys.
Dude, I watched this stupid James Franco project about like he goes into a closet.
No, James Franco project is stupid.
Well, he was definitely high when he was doing it.
So it makes it.
And that's a guy who loves what he does, you know, regardless of cancellation. Definitely. Yeah. Well, no. No, because the movie was like he goes into the closet and then he wakes up in 1950 and he's got to figure out how to unkill JFK.
Unkill?
Like
save him?
Like, yeah, prevent him from getting killed.
Well, he's got like 12 years to figure that out. So yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
That seems like a weird premise for a movie.
It is. It's definitely like, yeah.
It's like a Whitest Kids You Know sketch.
Well, it's a show that like it has to have a recap to episode 1 for any of it to make any sense. You know. Oh, hey, by the way, here's why James Franco's in the 50s right now. You know.
Gotta have like a talking show afterwards, like The Walking Dead.
This is why he's in a 1950s diner with a modern cell phone. Like.
So no explanation. You just get that.
No, they lay it out in the first episode. They just got to call back to that at the beginning of every episode after.
They're just wasting time.
Because otherwise the show doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah. Yeah, it was a thing that like should have stayed a premise and then got turned into a whole project. Yeah.
Well, half-baked.
Yeah. Shout out to James. Well, literally.
Shout out to Dave Franco.
Whoa. Yeah. He didn't anybody, did he? On paper.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
He looks too young to people. You know? Is that okay to say?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to.
Like if you told me like Ariana Grande's hooking up with 16-year-old boys, I'd be like, I mean, you know.
Tracks. I don't even know what Ariana Grande is though. Like she's like a weird alien Barbie thing.
All I know is she killed Mac Miller. That's all I know.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
You heard it here first, kids.
It's the sad truth, you know.
I thought Juice WRLD killed Mac Miller.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think? You think that Mac Miller got swept up into a Diddy party?
I don't think he was with the Diddy parties. I never seen him with Diddy. I always seen him with Snoop Dogg. That's who.
What is Snoop Dogg getting into?
I think he just gets high.
That guy
just hangs out.
I mean, that is consistent with branding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's a pretty open book.
I think yeah.
Besides all like the murder cases and everything, but other than that, open book.
It wasn't me.
When's Shaggy coming out of retirement?
Dude, I don't know. I think he's pulling an Akon. I think he got like a record label.
He went to save Africa?
Yeah. Jamaica. But,
same thing.
Yeah.
Better accents. Blake.
No, but I think, and I'm basing this off of nothing. Like, you know what happened with Akon, right? Akon, like, he did Locked Up. Like, he was a serious musician, right?
Then they let him out.
Well, and then they let him out, and then you didn't hear from him for like 10 years, which is weird. It's like the opposite of jail.
That's why you got to keep him locked up.
Yeah. Well, no, what had happened?
Get away.
What had happened was he started his own record label, and in that time, like, so he went from like Locked Up, and then the next song he releases is "I Just Had Sex with Lonely Island."
Yeah, I remember
right
that. On SNL, wasn't it?
The reason for that 10-year gap is because he signed fucking Lady Gaga to his label.
So he was just
he didn't have to make right.
Okay.
So he didn't, which is kind of
doing his Birdman thing. Okay.
Well,
kind of doing his P. Diddy thing if you think about it.
Well, yeah, because P. Diddy
in one sense,
P. Diddy did not love the music. That was not what he was in it for. And I think his discography reflects that. Like, show me your favorite P. Diddy song.
Good Morning, when he was Diddy Dirty Money.
I don't
think he says anything on that song. I just think his name's on it, and it's the first name.
Yeah, he doesn't perform. I don't know what, like, I mean, obviously it was like a Mossad style fucking intelligence, like coercion play. That's more of a business than the music industry, and that, that's a shame. But
I thought about watching Get Him to the Greek again, just because P. Diddy's in that movie, and they literally run away from one of his parties, and I'm like, this is
an accurate portrayal. I loved him in Get Him to the Greek.
He played himself.
I know, he did. He really did. You smoke a Jeffrey. He was actually doing that. He tried to tell him, and they always do. Yeah. Like, in hindsight.
That's the thing, like, abusers are actually usually pretty honest.
Right. Yeah, we need more of that.
They're just charismatic enough to make you think they're joking.
See, I have the opposite problem.
Yeah, everyone thinks
I'm so charismatic, everybody thinks that I'm joking all the time. Hey, don't do it like that. You're so funny. It's like...
Well, you can't in the wrist. That's just...
Well, yeah. Yeah, you got to use your dick.
I just put it as close to the heart as I can. Just hit an atrium.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. For parties. Yeah.
You can't over. You can't. It's a bad time.
Changing topic.
All right, fine. Never talk about the real issues, but okay.
No, I haven't heard from Ashton Kutcher in a while. Speaking of...
I haven't heard from Hyde in a while.
Yeah, well, he's in prison.
Yeah, I know.
Yep, okay. It is kind of a tell if, like, there's a big leak of something and then you just leave the country to a place that has no extradition laws.
You probably had a little involvement.
Like, I don't know. Do you think the people... I don't know. People should be punished.
I think someone...
that, right?
I think Ashton, the best thing to do would just be to punk him. It would be to punk him.
Yeah.
Taste of his own medicine.
30-year episode, yeah. Yeah. They
get him to hook up with a girl and cheat on Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
Tell him she's like 19 and be like, uh-oh, she's 15. And
Ashton Kutcher punked. It's like, Trump pardoned you. You can come back.
See?
And they get him. Ah, man, that'd be crazy. Also, like, within the realm of possibility,
I really like that 70s show, too. That's why it hurts me so much.
I don't know. I didn't really care for it. Like, what? I mean, like, a lot of those shows, like, the formulaic...
When I was growing up, that was, like, the only, like...
sitcom
you could say that I really watched.
Yeah. Like,
to be honest with you. What other sitcom was on, like, when we were growing up, like, teenagers?
Right.
In the 2000s.
Well, it's also, like, a crazy way to do things, because it's like, once the show gets booked, they have to write the episode after the fact. Nowadays, it's like, you make the thing, and then you shop it around.
Yeah.
Well, I guess with some stuff. I mean, like pilots and shit. I don't really know how the industry works. I am, blabbering on a porch right now.
Yeah. Well, I listen to podcasts sometimes, and I listen to comedians. I hear comedians all the time talk about, like, shows they pitch. I'm like, I never even knew you were trying to pitch a show. I'm like, yeah, we already had, like, the first couple episodes finished. We tried to pitch in this place. We're shopping it around. And I'm like, I'm never going to see this show.
A lot of guys are like that, though. Like, Bobcat Goldthwait, he's a director. And, like, he's done movies. He produced the Jimmy Kimmel Show. He's got a lot of technical knowledge. And, I don't know. I think it's funny. It's because, like, everybody knows those people as like a comedian. You don't really think, and I'm a victim of this myself. You know, you're so funny, and then I'm playing guitar. They're like, you can play music, and I'm like, yeah.
Which is weird too, because like so many comedians get just like over like history have got so many shitty shows on there just because they're comedians.
Right.
You know? The Jeff Foxworthy show.
Did it suck?
Did you watch it?
No.
Try to.
Okay.
Try.
It's
like almost as bad as Bill Engvall's show that he tried to do.
Oh, Christ. Yeah, no, the show-making thing is like a different thing. Like, being a leader for 100 people on a production set is different than just fucking doing your jokes. Mm-hmm. Like, I learned this, like, running a soundboard during open mic. I remember, like, all right, I got to make sure the cameras are done, I got to make sure the sound's done, and I'm stressed out about this, and I'm looking around the room, and everybody else, like, their head is up their own ass looking into their notebook, worrying about what they're going to say on stage. You know, I don't even have time to react to that because I'm worried about just making sure the show happens.
Yeah.
And then somebody calls your name and you're like, hey, everybody, you know. Yeah, that's like my head on that is like, yeah, it's a bitch to do that. Yes, it is more stress. Yes, I'm jealous of the people that are just taking the energy to worry about what they're going to say. But
guilty.
What happened with me was like, you know, the more I do something like that, the more automatic it was.
The more you can do, the more you can do.
Right. Yeah, like running the soundboard and setting up the cameras and whatever, like, I don't know, a few months in was more or less automatic. And then I could, while doing that, in my fucking head, kind of like, oh, what am I going to hit him with today? You know, like
well, if you're doing a comedy show, it's easy to find comics who want to perform. It's not easy to find people who want to run the fucking soundboard.
Yeah, which I think is super disingenuous and fucking lazy on the part of the comedians.
Disingenuous.
No, I call it disingenuous. Like, what's a carpenter without tools? No, I think it. Okay, I am so brilliant that I want to scream at a room full of people with a microphone. Mm-hmm. But I'm not willing to get a microphone. I'm not willing to learn how it works. Mm-hmm. I'm not willing to use a cable, figure out how to, you know, do any of the other stuff. I am so special. I don't know. And some of them, a few, are. But most, no. Absolutely not. Like, I also think it's fun. It's like, nobody ever offers to help me set my shit up. They only ever offer to help take it down. The process is the same.
I offered help carry it out of the car.
That's true. Yeah.
Also, like, I'm very, which I need to work on, I'm very technically illiterate, so I don't want to accidentally do something to fuck some shit up.
Well, I mean.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what plugs into what. I'm not going to try to help you set it up unless you're right there, like, over my shoulder, and then why wouldn't you just set it up?
The only thing that bothers me when people ask to help tear down my stuff is when they coil up my wires incorrectly.
Or when they say it way too excitedly, can I help tear down your stuff?
Hey, man. Yeah, it's like, what? Did you want me to leave so bad? Like, how come you didn't, you didn't offer to help set up because you're willing to admit
how much
that you don't
hated
know.
People breaking your stuff. And I was like, I want to see that side of Conrad. I want to see it.
Well, I mean, yeah.
He doesn't show it on the podcast.
If you want a restraining order.
Break his stuff to see it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Well, it's not a restraining order. It's just you owe me $30 and I won't see you for 6 months. You know.
You owe me 3 drinks at the bar, basically, with a small tip. That's what you owe me.
Well, dude, I don't know. Like, the not breaking your shit, the unappreciated part. Like, one time I got a raise because somebody broke my shit. You know.
Someone like felt bad for you. Was like, give you more money.
Well, I mean, it was like.
Was it like a reimbursement?
Business was good at the bar. This was a conversation that we needed to have, and I'm.
Oh, was it someone who worked at the thing?
No, it was like a random person. But, you know,
technically,
like, we had been doing it for like a year at that point, and you know.
You're cool with them.
Well, right. And I was like, hey, this thing broke.
Help me out.
Even if you pay me, I'm still out $25 tonight. You know, can I get double that? And then, you know, once it was $100 a night, I mean, that's basically what it stayed at for a while. And then the different owner, and stand-up comedy is kind of just like getting fired and fired and fired and fired and fired and fired over and over again.
A lot of it sounds like just getting in good with owners of places. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of it.
That's a huge deal. Yeah, if you got a friend that owns a bar, and you got a friend that owns a bar, you know? That's a big deal. Absolutely. Yeah, because if your friend doesn't own the bar, like the open mic at Bugsy's, it was 5 years of me, like, hounding the owner, who was banging the current host of the open mic, like this poet who is like 20 years his junior. You know, good, disgusting situation. Right, yeah. And it wasn't a good mic, you know, but like...
what do you expect?
Well, right. It was...
He's banging the lead poet. Yeah.
Right, so it's like 5 years of me,
has
like,
no morals.
pissing uphill, and then...
That poetry's empty.
Yeah.
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 It's worthless.
What ended up happening is like...
You smell burgers?
I do, yeah. What ended up happening is the actual owner of the bar, basically because this guy was such a reprehensible piece of shit, that she sold it to somebody else for $1. And then one of the people who bought it was my friend that I knew from comedy.
Right place, right time.
Yeah. Well, right place, right time after hounding these guys down for 5 years, after going to, like, you know, however many, maybe like 1,000 or more unpaid things.
Well, let's say luck is when, you know, preparation means opportunity.
Definitely.
You're prepared.
Right.
Wow.
Right. Yeah, I don't plan either. I just stay prepared.
Plans are overrated.
Yeah.
No one knows what's going to happen.
And nobody really ever does it. Getting back to the comedians thing, anytime I get booked for any other comedian's gig, I bring all of my sound equipment. Like, all of it. Because, like,
I will say, I feel like sometimes that's, like, a big reason why people want to book you. It's like, he's going to bring
I wish it would happen more. That would be cool. And then if you could... I think I don't get... Yeah.
Plus, like, I don't understand why you don't get booked more. Like, because you can do the guitar and stuff, too. Like,
it's because I tell people, it's like...
You got to pay
I don't need you to do a show. I'll say that when I get there. Especially if it's like my sound system, my this, my that, set up all my crap, and I get paid $20 at the end. It's like, I don't need you guys to, you know, I'm not asking for all the money here, but, like, I could just not have, like, I'm doing comedy with other people because I want it to be fun, you know, not because...
Yeah, you want to do it with people you think are funny.
Right. Yeah. Not because I'm trying to, you know, get in with such and such or look a certain way or, I mean, yeah. Yeah, because, I don't know, man. Like, producing comedy gigs is so fucking thankless. Like, the last one I tried to put on.
I feel like, well, I wouldn't say producing in general, but yeah.
The last one I tried to put on, you know.
I feel like music producers get a lot more buzz.
Yeah, some dude hits up Raj, who hits up Andy. Andy just lost his room. He hits up me. Hey, there's these guys from Pittsburgh. They're coming through. You know, they're on their way to Austin and back. They're looking for dates in the meantime. Could you set up a gig for these guys? And I was like, sure. Out of towners, fuck it. Let's go.
Out of town.
You know, and I produced an ad, paid to boost it, all this crap. They cancel a week before. You know, I get together a secondary lineup of just my buds, you know, and then the owner decides to pull out, and then we push it back a week, and then the next week was the goddamn county fair, and we did, you know, like everybody was there. We canceled the show, and I was out $40 to hang out with my buddies. Like, fuck.
Not a terrible situation, really. Well, if you think about the big picture, $40 have a decent time. I mean,
right,
I paid a lot more to have a shitty time.
Well, the ironic part is that I couldn't have gotten them all there on that night if I wasn't like, if there wasn't like a chance for them to, you know, do something that they were actually interested in, you know.
Yeah, like when you did that show here and like nobody showed up. It was just you know,
that was the one.
It was just us buds.
That was the one.
And then Kyle.
Yeah.
Still offended.
Yeah, and if we just stuck with this stupid, like, if these guys whom I've never met before in my entire life hadn't, like,
ditched you.
Well,
stood you up.
Tried to be so ambitious as to set up some shit for them to just drop whenever they felt like it.
I don't understand, like, the people who come from, like, way out of town to do the local small shows. I'm like, why?
I don't even remember the guy's name enough, like, to be upset for him, like, at him, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know how comedians, like, if I say something wrong to you, you're gonna hate me for the rest of your life?
Very sensitive.
Yeah, everybody's kids. It's great. Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if you like
kids. And you can't unring the bell, you know? No amount of forgiveness on your end is gonna fix the hole in them. But
there are a few level-headed people.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, but, like, you know, like, what, well, Get back to the microphone thing. I mean, like, show me a comedian that's good at something else. You know, I'll show you a guy that doesn't need to do that. Like, you know, right? Like I think it's a very attractive thing to want to do. Absolutely, yeah. No, it's the coolest job ever.
Because it's one of those things, like, comedian is one of those only jobs where, like, you get to, like, prove that you have, like, one of those qualities everyone wants. Like, everyone wants somebody funny.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be around funny people.
Right. And to be in a select group of people that only adds
some comedians
to any
aren't
given
funny,
situation.
Though.
Yeah, I know, but...
And I don't understand why.
Well, it's because it's not your cup of tea. I don't know.
I mean, some of them, I can tell when someone's funny and it's just not my thing. But I can also tell when people just aren't. I'm actually not a huge Hannah Gatsby hater.
Hater?
I'm not a hater.
I'm not a hater.
Look, Nanette. If you look at Nanette, if you look at it, it's there. It's up there.
Yeah, it's out.
It's out.
It's out.
It's been out for a while.
Yeah.
Too long, in my opinion. No, I
don't think it's going back in.
It's one of those, like, I watched some of it. I didn't watch the whole thing. Like, just like years ago now.
I watched the whole thing. I watched the whole thing, and then I got pissed because I watched the whole thing. It was like the same way I felt about How I Met Your Mother. And I was like, wow, what a waste of my life. Like the Big Bang. I've never
pretty much any TBS sitcom is just fucking terrible.
Anything with canned laughs.
Yeah, just get that canned laughter out of here.
Yeah, just
unless you use it in a funny way when it's not supposed to be used.
Right. Yeah, unless it's actually funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
use it as a tool. Don't use it as a crutch. You know what I'm saying?
Well, who's actually funny? You know? Yeah. A lot of people everybody wants to be funny. That's part of the problem.
That's the thing, like canned laughter, like you can use it to make something unfunny seem funny, or you can use it to make something unfunny actually funny. If you use it right. You know? What'd you just do?
I'm gonna put canned
laughter?
Yeah.
Just over my voice?
Yep.
So no one can even understand me right now.
Oh, I mean, we're gonna use it correctly. Here.
I trust you.
I'm thinking about the future. Yeah. I'm probably not gonna do that.
President.
I don't want to do that. You know?
You don't have any hair to lose?
You have a bunch of good ideas, somebody tries to shoot you. They're not good ideas. They're just, I don't know.
Ideas.
Half the country hates you, no matter what. Like, that's a shitty job.
That does seem like a shitty job. I don't know why Trump wanted to run again. I'm like, why?
I don't know.
Like, why? Like, because I'm not trying to, like...
Because he had to. Well, same reason I do comedy.
I don't think he didn't have to.
No, like, I feel like if you're Trump, Connie, if you're listening out there, I feel like something in him had to...
Have you tried to get him on the pod?
I haven't yet, no.
We should reach out.
We have like 2,000 views on our highest episode. I don't know.
Imagine if Trump came on.
I put a hat on a ceiling fan. That has 2,000 views. You know.
What if it was a MAGA hat?
I'd probably get 5. I'd probably get more.
See?
That's the thing I noticed too. Is like I had one podcast where we just talked about the presidents that had been shot before. And because of those dog whistly words, like the algorithm picked it up, and it's the same trap that a lot of YouTubers fall into.
Yeah, like our podcast did a lot. I don't understand why.
Huh?
I don't understand why our podcast, we did that one time.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it was like
I don't know what
the most uncomfortable situation ever. It's like we're both like it's 100 degrees. We're like huddled behind a fucking like hiding from
That's what I think people want to see. That they want to see podcasts in uncomfortable situations.
I think that the thing that works for
that's when you know who you are.
What works for this configuration is that like you're always on, and and you're gonna hit the ball back, and it's not gonna, I
don't bring a bat just to show it off. I'm hitting something.
That's right.
All right.
I don't bring this skateboard because I know how to skate. I'm here to bang.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I'm here to wear these Vans and not get made fun of.
Yeah.
I'm here to look real.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see this nose ring that I would have if I skated?
Is that what they do?
Don't they usually have like a little thing right there? I feel like they usually have a piercing on their face. Don't most skaters?
I don't know. There's too many skaters now. Like, okay, traveling bong salesman story. I go into a skate shop. I'm like, hey, most of your clientele who likes this thing also likes this other thing. And he was like, look, dude, I appreciate what you're saying, but we have too many kids that come in, and I don't want to send the wrong message to them. And I was like, Jesus Christ, all right, well. Catholic skaters. Shout out to Tahlequah.
Catholic skaters?
Well, I mean, they weren't. You wouldn't
skating for
Jesus?
Explicitly.
They're still wearing black, but they're thinking about the kids,
Hit one of those after they hit the kickflip.
That'd be the coldest thing ever. Just
I would.
While you're flipping, dude. That would be rad.
The skateboard's just below, flipping me. Land on it.
Oh man.
I would think it was Jesus if I saw that happen.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you just got to get the.
And
costume.
they have like the same hair.
You know, Mark Norman is really good at skating.
No, I didn't know that.
He could fucking bust a tray flip. I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'm game.
I think a lot of famous people are good at skating. You just don't.
Owen Wilson.
A lot of famous people just skate.
Owen Wilson's a skater. Like you can find videos of him him being Owen Wilson.
I know like all the Jackass guys.
Or it's just like
amazing skaters.
Watching some guy do a rail grind, like wow.
Wheezy's a skater too.
Really? Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
Every single day, he has like his own skate park and everything.
Wheezy F baby. On the mic like Velveeta or whoever. I don't know.
On the mic like Velveeta.
I'm just melting cheese.
Little cheesy.
Little cheesy.
Little fondue your thing,
Little bit fondue your thing. That's the title of the episode.
Let's get it. Let's spit out episode titles.
Oh yeah, blep.
That was a gun with cheese in it.
Yeah. Blep.
Some people put potatoes in your mouth, or we put cheese in your gut, so I can dodge the bullet.
Like gum that up. I don't know what we're talking about.
If you put cheese in a gat, you can dodge the bullet. I think, right?
It depends what kind of cheese.
If you're not lactose intolerant, you can dodge it. Right?
Yes. I'm gonna go ahead. Yep.
All right, let's write that script for Matrix 3. Let's get it going.
Have I told you about my new idea?
No. I think I heard about it briefly at Kava.
Yeah, so like, man pollutes river.
Okay.
River.
This is a true
polluted
story?
river corrupts frogs.
This is a true story.
Turns them gay. Frogs come out of the river.
I don't mean to break your heart, but frogs are already gay.
And they start biting people.
Do you have teeth, or just like the frog mouth biting you?
They start sucking people off. And then they turn gay. And the movie is just, I don't want to say too much.
You can call it Princess and the Frog too.
I was thinking, wow.
You ever saw the Disney movie Princess and the Frog?
Nope.
It's a Disney movie.
Is it a musical?
No, it's just like it's Cinderella. It's like a Disney movie.
No, I haven't seen it. I'm gonna call it.
What is it? Frog, like the slur, but with frog in front.
We're gonna call it. That would also be a really fun bar name.
You can call it like a
slurs.
You call it like a
hanging out with my slurs.
It sounds like a hit song.
That's right.
I think I've heard that song.
If you don't know, now you know.
I was gonna say instead of
I'm gonna mark that.
The name's growing on me the more I say it.
Yeah.
So you can call it like Queer Ribbit.
That's pretty good. I was thinking, amphibious. Dumb. Never mind.
You can call it Lily Pads in a Field of Daisies.
A little bit too far out on the other side.
It's an art film, right?
No, it's going to be a horror comedy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're just going to be killing frogs. I feel like you're just going to go frog.
No. Frogs are going to be killing people.
And pleasure yourself and tape it.
Well, the reason I picked frog is because, like, animating,
no teeth, obviously.
Animating an alligator to destroy, like, a car is
it's
hard.
animated?
Well, no, I got to, like, there's going to be, not animated, not totally.
Like
I'm saying, like, like the special effects.
Practical effects.
Right.
Practical.
I want there's going to be special.
I want a dude in a frog costume sucking off another dude in a dude costume.
There's going to be a frog, yes, and a prophylactic.
I want Robert Downey Jr. back here in blackface getting sucked off by a frog in whiteface.
I can't post any of that.
Okay. He's a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Okay?
That's true.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah. I'm gonna grab another beer.
Yeah, me too. Golly.
Marker. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Connie's Untitled Nighttime Show. It is night time.
It is kind of nighttime.
I like the time change. I like that the sun is down earlier. My seasonal depression doesn't like it, but I do.
I don't know. I kind of like it, I kind of don't. I'm just one of those people, I just wait until that time of year I can turn the heater on in my house.
Yeah, I feel like you... Yeah.
I like the heater on.
Yeah.
My shit.
You like the heater on?
I like the heater on.
You're a little lizard. I feel like it's easy for you to say right now.
I don't like the cold. I hate it.
Yep.
I do well in the heat.
I also hate looking at the weather and buying a coat.
I'm wearing a hoodie. And a long sleeve underneath this hoodie.
You're still
and a beanie.
Shivering.
And pants. I know. That's what I'm saying. I hate the cold. I'm dressed. It's like 50 degrees. It's not freezing. I'm dressed appropriately.
It's just barely, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how much I hate it. People don't understand. I think it's really hard to explain it sometimes.
I just don't like the cold. I'm anemic.
I do good with the heat, though.
I'm low on iron.
You know, like in the summer where like you have like a hot car, it's been in the sun all day, and you get in it, it's like 120 degrees.
You like that?
I love that.
That sucks, dude. You're crazy.
I don't like doing stuff in the hot, but just sitting doing nothing in the heat.
I feel like a potato in a fryer. It's like
it's dope.
Black leather.
Like I'm ready to be a fry.
Interior on 100. And it's just no, dude. Everything hurts. You ever you ever do the game where
cold everything hurts. Heat everything feels good.
When I was in high school, me and my dumbass friends, we'd play this game. There's two different versions of it. Mm-hmm. One, lower the window on a very, very cold day. Like
freeze out.
0 degrees. Oh, pet squirrel. Oh, God. What?
I actually saw a dead squirrel on my way here, just in the grass. Face down, too. That's creepy.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like a flying
accident.
accident.
Did I back up, you know. No. I don't know.
I didn't do anything. I just played with it a little bit, rubbed it against my face like a normal person.
Yeah.
They came over here without washing my hands.
That's good. That's good. That's why you get sick all the time. Like
I'm not sick, dude. When I did that thing at Kava, because I always open it with like how I get sick a lot. Some lady came up to me afterwards. She's like, "Do you really get sick a lot?" And she tried to like give me remedies, and I'm like, "No, it's just a joke. I don't actually get sick a lot."
Yeah, but you kind of do.
I really don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I'm just old.
Well, you give me excuses.
I'm not saying I'm sick. I've never give you the I'm sick excuse. I give you my shoulder hurt. That's not an illness.
You give me, wow.
That's a muscle. No, that's a, I don't know what's happening. That's sleeping on the couch for 6 months. Eventually something's going to fucking hurt. That's going on there, dude.
Ah, shit. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely bad for you. That will age you.
And when I have hurt wrist, I still have to lift shit. So I have to lift shit awkwardly and stress my shoulder. So it's kind of, yeah.
You're falling apart.
Yeah.
That's tough. Mm-hmm. How old are you now?
I don't want to say.
40.
If I look this good when I'm 40, hey. I look about 35, but I would say I'm 28.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you look 35.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
People always get offended when people say they look older. I take it as a compliment. You say I look wise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're hearing you're not as dumb as you look. That's what you hear.
Mm-hmm. I hear what I want to hear because I want to hear it.
That seems like a nice way to live. You know, there's some people that only hear stuff they don't want to hear.
Well, from other people. From myself, all I hear is the stuff I don't want to hear, but from other people, it's all the stuff I do want to hear.
Uh-huh. So what is some stuff that Blake says that Blake doesn't want to hear?
I don't want to hear that right now. I don't want to say that right now.
Oh, okay. All right. What if somebody else was saying it? What would that sound like? Double down. I'll raise. All in.
I think I'd be really upset if someone's like, "Hey, you're not as gay as you act."
That would upset you.
Yeah, because I'm bi, so I wouldn't know how to feel about it.
I don't know. How bi are you, though?
I got a lot of money. I'm not bi. I'm straight.
That's pretty good, dude. No. Write that down. How bi are you? It's like, I got money.
No, I haven't sucked a dick. I'm pretty sure there's a statute of limitations on that, so I'm straight again. But
I don't know.
Yeah.
I saw one time, and I was
a dick.
Yeah, like another.
I see one every day.
An erect penis that wasn't mine, and I was like, oh! That's how I knew.
So like, what happened? Was it like a threesome? Like what happened?
Oh, no.
Some dude just walking around erect naked, just like, hey, look at this.
I was making sure I wasn't gay, doing my...
Okay.
Yeah, What do you do when you're in school?
Not that.
Figure stuff out, right?
I study for the tests.
Yeah. Yeah. You ever like, whoa, sorry,
I take it in my mouth because I'm a gentleman.
I would say
I
that
feel it's insulting to do that, really?
Because you're a gentleman?
Yeah. Who's going to hold someone's dick and then just go,
I'm not going to hold it.
Not me.
I didn't hold it.
What was this? What were you holding?
I just saw it. That was the representation of the dick.
If you bring it closer, I'm going to punch it.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
okay.
That's what, yeah.
Okay, it was like a defense mechanism.
Yeah, something primal kicked in and I was like, no.
Yeah. Can't have it.
Yeah.
It's gay. It's fucking gay.
Yeah, I got scared. Happens, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's one of my favorite bits. Like is Louis C.K. You ever seen like his Magic Mike bit?
Maybe.
He talks about like how like when he watches Magic Mike, he gets like feelings.
No, I haven't seen that bit.
That's a good bit. You should watch.
Louis
C.K. is one of the greatest, by the way.
I can't remember whose bit it is. God damn it. And this sucks, but like...
It's okay to jerk off in front of people you asked to jerk off in front of and they said okay. If they think it's joking, that's their problem.
No, well... I think the best male stripper joke I heard was like... Male strippers always are like in some kind of like theme, like they're a cop or a fireman.
I know the joke.
Or they have a tool belt.
Women only attract men when they look like they have a job.
Yes.
I'm fucking...
Yeah, who did that?
Is it Bill Burr?
It might be. Ah, fuck. Mark here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... I don't want to look at it. I don't know.
I don't want to look dumb either, but that's the first one that came to mind.
It could have been Bill Burr, yeah.
Because I know I've seen that.
It looked like he had a job. We'll put the clip in.
That's my guess. I'm locking it in.
That's pretty good. All right, cool.
Do we have 50-50?
I say Ben Bailey. No, it's not. It's not.
The Cash Cab
Ben
guy?
Bailey's fucking hilarious.
Is that the Cash Cab guy?
Have you seen his stand-up?
Is that the Cash Cab guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you seen his stand-up?
No.
It's incredible.
Really?
It's really good.
Okay.
Like, before you did
I
Cash
saw Jeff
Cab,
Ross's stand-up, and I was like, okay. Stick to roasting.
Dude, I saw Shane Gillis bomb at the Cherokee Casino before he blew up later. Opening
I feel
up for
like
Dan
most people
Soder.
bomb at casinos.
Well, Dan did pretty good. Soder did all right.
Did he whip out those impressions?
No.
No?
He was his main thing was like...
First time I ever saw him was actually on Guy Code. Remember that show on MTV?
Nope.
Well, it was on there. First time I saw Andrew Schultz.
I didn't watch MTV. I didn't watch VH1. I didn't watch Disney. I didn't watch Nickelodeon. I thought they were weird. I watched Cartoon Network, and turns out they're all...
I liked watching Teen Mom because I liked seeing like the up-and-coming porn stars before like they made their adjustments. You know?
Are you saying that most porn stars are moms?
No, I think one girl from Teen Mom became a porn star, and I was kind of referencing that. Maybe it was 16 and pregnant. I don't know. They're the same show to me.
How is that? Yeah, different. Yeah.
It's just a 9-month difference.
You ever seen Scared Straight?
Mm-hmm.
You ever
Who hasn't fucking seen Scared? Who hasn't seen Cops? You seen Black Cops?
The
like the
latest generation of people.
Yeah.
People who go to high school and say lit.
They watch Live PD.
And that's old. Yeah. Live PD. Yeah. I'm fucking. Ugh.
No, that's one thing. Like, I actually, this is gonna sound kind of like weird and maybe morbid, but I do like watching like body cam footage. Like, I like watch. It's like the only like real shit you can actually find to watch. It's not like scripted.
I don't want to see real shit.
Well, it's not like bad stuff. It's not like, oh, I'm watching a mass shooting. It's like I'm watching this dude who's a dickhead getting pulled over and they're arguing like an actual argument for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Or like, you ever seen shows that follow tow truck drivers?
I used to watch Lizard Leg Towing, then everyone used to tell me it's fake, and I was like, yeah, it is. Why am I watching this?
Well, how could the show not be fake?
I thought it was real.
What's the life of a tow truck driver? This isn't supposed to be here. I gotta call it in. You're like...
As someone who has had 3 friends get their TARS code from his apartment, I said get their TARS code. Get their cars towed from his apartment. Yeah. I can definitely see those things happening. I know stuff like that has happened, and I want to see the actual stuff.
No, I'm saying that it's the same fucking conversation every single time. Like,
I know, but there's something. There's just because the people on those shows aren't good actors.
No,
Yeah, so the shit I'm watching looks goofy. It looks goofy.
It's because of the actors.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to see a reaction that at least looks real. You know, and people that do those shows aren't good enough actors to give me that. So I gotta search for the real stuff.
Get the real thing.
Yeah, I need it. I need it.
When's the last time you got towed?
I haven't had a car in like 3 years. Last time I got towed was the last time I saw my car. Because it was inoperable and they towed it. I'm like, I'm not paying the money to get it fixed. You can keep that motherfucker.
I'm gonna make my world 250 square feet.
I have a roommate. She's got a car. She owes me money. So what's up? I play that card every chance I get.
There you go. Yeah. How much money?
Enough that she feels bad. I mean, it's not like in the grand scheme of things.
That, dude? Because like
in the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot of money, but to me, it's a good amount of money.
A lot of money is a lot of money, no matter how much it is, depending on the parts.
I mean, it's a month's rent.
Oh. That's like $75,000.
Where do you think we are right now?
Broadcasting.
Do you think we're on the OI, the Orgy Island
from Dubai,
right
now? The OI?
Yeah, the Orgy Island, Jeffrey Epstein's island. It's super expensive there. I tried to get a place one time. Yeah.
Oh.
I told you last on the podcast, him and my dad were close friends.
That's right, yeah.
I'm pretty sure my dad's the only one who actually called it the OI. Everyone else called it Orgy Island. But my dad, he didn't have a lot of time for that. He's like, I'm trying to get in there.
He's a businessman.
Get home. I don't have time to,
Wow.
learn ages, names, or, what this stands for. It's a very formative part of my childhood.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I learned that.
And the first time I met Uncle Jeff is what I called him.
Is it the Ronald McDonald House?
He was cool.
I don't want to hear about that.
His wife was weird. Ghislaine, weirdo. Jeff's cool, though.
Yeah, no. Well, you had to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is she going to talk
How
to
are
me?
you going to sell that? Yeah, right. That's a tough job, People don't give him credit because of what he did. It was a hard job.
I do.
So,
like, real talk, besides all the pedophilia
students
thing,
of the game.
Like, besides all that stuff, how did he actually get his money? Like, what did he do?
Extortion.
No, like, what was his job? Was he, like, a lawyer, politician? Like, what?
Extortion.
So, like, what was his... Like, even if you don't do that job, you have to have, like, a job.
You need seed capital. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to buy the island.
Tony Soprano was a sanitation specialist.
I want to say, finance.
A finance
It's
bro.
finance.
I'm just an accountant. I'm a financial assistant.
Like there's other people that were like referring to him as like a eccentric financier.
Every chance I get, I try to prove his innocence, and then every fact I get thrown out just makes me seem more guilty. When you don't even have a real job and you get accused of doing illegal things, you did those.
There's a certain class of people that are so rich that they don't have jobs. You ask them what they do, and they say something rich like this and that.
Was it? Did he get like were his parents rich? Like, how did he get his money first?
Look, I don't know. All right.
Look, I'm close with him, but I know you were like super close.
All right.
You were family.
He was my uncle. All right. No, but like,
he's your real uncle, my fake uncle. Yeah. That's the first time we met. Pretend cousins.
I think it was gambling on Mike Tyson fights. What did you think of that, by the way? Did you watch that? Did you watch Jake Paul beat the shit out of a geezer?
No, because Mike Tyson's 60 years old. Why the fuck would I want to watch that?
I didn't.
There's a part of me that was like, maybe Mike's gonna fucking, but yeah, I watched like
45 seconds and I was like, none of these guys are actually trying to kill each other. I don't care. I saw Jake throw a couple of these, like not trying to kill him.
The thing I heard was that I heard Mike had some money problems and it was a quick 20 mil for the fight, so they're just kind of like, let's just have a quick fun fight. We each make about 20, 30 mil. And
Tell motherfucker, somebody's got to lose an eye. This is the biggest streamed event. Like, you need to.
Yeah, it's crazy that you order something or you watch something that has Jake Paul in it and it's not like a legitimate sport event. It's crazy. Who would have expected that? I didn't do that. Yeah.
I watched the fight.
Who would have fucking...
From outside of a bar through a window. And from 20 feet away through a pane of glass, I could tell that the thing was
I watched a 1-minute video on YouTube before it got restricted. That's all the fight I saw.
Well, dude, I was like...
So I'm like, dude, why would I want to? It's like, dude.
I said before, it's like, if Mike loses, then he wins. If Mike wins, then he wins. And if he ties, then he wins. If Jake Paul knocks Mike Tyson out,
either way.
He loses.
It's
if he
like,
ties, then he loses.
It's that same old thing like when you're a kid and you like had to fight a girl. It's like if you win, you beat up a girl. If you lose, you lost to a girl.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. And I was like, why?
Why
is
do
this
that?
the most viewed?
Why do you want to beat up 6-year-old people that
It was
bad?
the most viewed live Netflix event ever, and it was
It beat up the Tom Brady roast?
bullying. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it did. And they did something new that everybody bitched about, naturally.
That's
Live stream with a pause button. I mean, it's
the
new for
amount of
Netflix.
people that would like watch that over 2 actual boxers. It's just crazy.
Well, that was the other thing I was curious about. Is like, if these guys job this thing up so bad that it's obviously fraud, which it was, then are people going to have an appreciation for the real thing? And that's why
the thing I heard was that the other fights on that thing were actually pretty good.
The other fights on that thing were good.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of them. I was at a comedy show with
But
5
somebody
people there.
saw him. Somebody saw him. Somebody got some kind of exposure.
Right.
So somebody that deserved it kind of came out on top.
Now,
a little bit in a
so
way.
does anybody who fought technically better than those guys get any of the benefit of having the machine that Jake Paul does?
No, I think
Jake Paul
it's the
could
exact opposite.
shit in a cup and then
I think it's the exact opposite. I
sell
think
it.
people are less likely to watch actual boxing now.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have thought that it would have been the opposite, but I also know that there was a UFC event that was right after that one, like the next day. I didn't watch it.
That was John Jones.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, and he won.
That was like the big, he's like, him and Conor McGregor are the biggest draws in the sport. So whenever they're on, it's the first time he fought in like a couple of years. So it was a big one.
We can't pass the drug test. Dude, imagine meeting that guy.
Who
in the
cares? Why,
Also, yes.
Okay, first of all,
also,
why do,
yes.
honestly, like, why do we act like 90% of professional athletes aren't on something?
Well,
Why do we act like they aren't?
I remember the whole time that I was growing up, like in high school, it was
Let
like,
them juice up. I want to see who's the best juice.
well, every time drugs would come up in like a high school athletics like situation.
I feel like it's more for safety reasons.
Well, no, it was people that would say like, imagine what this person would be capable of if they weren't doing.
I want to see it.
If they weren't doing X, Y, Z, and now here you got a guy.
I want to see if they're capable of if they are doing that.
Well, no, I'm saying like here you got a guy who's a reluctant world champion, even though he's doing all these things to, hinder himself. Mm-hmm. He's still the best in the world. Like, what are we talking about?
Well, he's I thought you were talking about just like PEDs, not like actual drug drugs. Like
no, I mean like drug
enhancers.
drugs. I mean like drug drugs.
Well, he did both of them. He evened them out. He did the bad drugs and the good drugs, kind of evened himself out.
Cool.
It's like, I'm gonna do cocaine, but I'm gonna do some roids too.
Yeah.
This is gonna fuck me up. This is gonna make me a little bit better. He evens it out. He's literally like, he is the greatest.
And if his liver was damaged, some guy would kick it and it would explode.
They haven't,
it hadn't happened yet.
Actually, the opposite happened. He like fucking destroyed some dude's rib cage, and that's like what ended the fight.
Yeah,
hit him in the rib cage.
I saw that.
Spinning sidekick.
Yeah, I did. And the guy just like got like.
You watch the slow mo, like you can see his
like,
rib cage get pushed into his
30%
spine, like it's
shorter. Like it was gross.
I'm like, oh. And it's like right where your rib cage like ends, so it's like right in those bottom ribs.
Yeah, it's like you see his lungs getting stabbed. It was, fuck. Yeah. You ever been kicked in the chest?
No, but I got hit in the chest one time really hard. I think I'm still like suffering from it because I never went to the hospital. I was playing football, and I was running. I played receiver. I was running a bubble route, which is a little bubble screen. You like go like this, and you look for the
scoop
ball.
out, you turn, and then you get your head taken off by
Well,
the guy
the
who's charging
quarterback
it.
overthrew me. So
you jumped up.
I was looking at the ball. So I jumped up, and someone just run and start smoked me as hard as I can. Held in my
There's
chest.
a name for that. Yeah, that's like
And
a
it
coffin
hit me
pass.
right in the sternum, so like knocked the wind out of me. And I was like, but like after, because I've had the wind knocked out of me, but after it happened, like, because I couldn't go back in the game. After it happened, like, and I could actually breathe again, everyone was just like, dude, you're so fucking pale. Like you look like. And then ever since then, like it's been so easy to knock the wind out of me. Like I feel like it bruised my sternum, and I just never got it checked out.
You could do that if you want.
No
I don't
health
know.
insurance.
Yeah, well, I'll just pour a bunch of beer on my equipment.
It was a quarter full, and I actually missed all your equipment.
I know.
missed everything.
Just trying to make you feel bad.
I do that enough myself.
I know. Yeah. Well, I mean, I got medical stuff that I need to look at that I haven't. You know, I tore my ACL playing ultimate frisbee. You know, I joke about it on stage. It's like, I know I'm old. I got to put on a knee brace to play guitar. No, it's because
that's the most unathletic thing I've ever heard.
What do you mean?
I tore my knee playing ultimate frisbee. You don't even move.
I was a jumper. I could catch. I had ups.
That's all you do in frisbee.
Jumping?
And catching. And throwing.
You got to throw it. That's a trick. That's why I was best at throwing it.
I thought you were a jumper.
Wow. I thought I was best at jumping that day.
No black guys on the team, huh?
There was. I could sky them.
Really?
Pussies. Shout out to Darwin. Whoop. Anyway, that was the black guy on the team.
Shout out to
the
Darwin
black guy on the ultimate frisbee team was named Darwin.
Was he the shout out to Darwin or the woo guy?
No,
he was
I was
Darwin.
saying whoop.
Oh, his name
was Darwin.
Oh, that's gotta be tough in the black community.
Huh?
That's gotta be tough in the black community to have a name like Darwin.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's an engineer. You know, pretty sure he's got to deal with the bigotry of Asians.
You can't sell coke with a name like Darwin.
Well, I'm pretty sure you could.
Fuck, I'm white and I'd rob him.
I mean, I don't know. You see that guy with the thick neck from Florida?
The Florida guy and all the mugshots? Yeah. No neck? Yeah.
Yeah. He was not Darwin. He was Darnell.
I'd assume that anyways, but yeah.
Well, you would. We'll be right back. Now,
we'll be right back. We gotta get Adam Ray on here.
Dude, I love Adam Ray.
I do too. That's one of those things like...
Adam Ray and Santino, dude. Like, they were actually in a movie together. I forget which one.
Because there's a difference between like impressions and like actually like embodying somebody and doing it like the whole thing.
So when you do stuff,
it's like it's an actor. He's an actor.
Levels of impressions, right? So like you impersonate the voice.
Yeah.
That's one level. Mm-hmm. That's usually like as high as most people get. Yeah. When you exceed that is when you start doing stuff that the person never did and everybody still believes it.
Shane Gillis with the Trump too.
Yeah.
Then I feel like there's another layer where you almost like invent like this whole other personality for this person who doesn't even exist.
Where it
and
exceeds,
you're just lost in it.
Where it exceeds.
He's at that third level. Well, he's playing 3D chess.
I don't think Adam Ray wants to be Dr. Phil his whole life.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's got so many different characters. And each one of them just you can't like see anything from the previous one in that next one.
How do you feel about like as a comedian, like because there's so many people that impersonate Donald Trump, you know?
Most of them suck.
I know. But every time I see a good one, it makes me want to do mine less. And I still think of lines that would sound funny. You know?
It's just one of those things like
China. Not like it'd be like one
I know exactly what you're talking about.
One that I wrote recently is like, and as for the trans, I say conceal and carry.
Do you have any idea how many times, like, because of Shane Gillis, I've been, that's gay. That's
gay. Don't like it. Well, right. And that's the thing is, like,
he almost, like, invented, like, kind of, like, a thing that Trump does that he doesn't actually do.
Right. Right. Exactly what I was saying about.
It's almost like his Trump isn't even Trump. It's his own thing.
It's Trump plus.
And that's kind of Adam Ray. Like, Dr. Phil isn't really Dr. It's his own thing.
That's
like
great
it is.
Impressionism.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that's, you know, like a poor example of that. Sorry, Dan. Dan Soder's Cat Williams. He'll do it. He'll acknowledge that he can't do it. Acknowledge the bravery of a white guy doing it. And then continue on with the bit because he's got stuff to say.
It's weird because I feel like a lot of people who do a lot of different voices never actually go deep into the character.
Frank Caliendo?
He's a gem. He's one of a kind.
Yes.
Boom. Hey.
Buck goes. The anyway, I can't do Frank Caliendo doing John Madden. Yeah. I don't know. Impressions though, like.
He did kind of embody people. You know what I'm saying? But he embodied like. It was just like because when you do sports personalities, it's like a whole different thing kind of too. Because they're putting on a personality.
He would change his face.
Yeah,
like when he did Bush, he looked like Bush.
Yeah,
like
the way the biggest thing is just like people who know how to do it know how to move their fucking mouth in the way that people move their mouth, and it's just that's the thing that makes that's why Shane's shit is so fucking good, because he actually has like the facial expressions that matter.
He turns his mouth into a butthole. Yeah. Jay Farrow, great impressionist.
Like anytime you see anyone doing a Trump thing, the one thing everyone does is this. They do this. He doesn't even. I never really even see Shane do that. He just kind of does the face. So and he'll do like some of these.
Something that I learned cruising around with my girlfriend. Anytime she pisses me off, I'll toggle between like Trump and Tyson. I don't know why you're being such a bomb, man. Everything's going fine, you know. I don't like it, you know. And then if you combine the two, you get like Jay Leno.
I do like those impressions, like 2 in 1. Like this is this person doing this person.
This is dumb. It's just Mike Tyson impersonating Jay. I just want.
Look at all these cards in my
garage. Punch him in the face. I got so many cards.
You want to ride in this 1962 Coupe Porsche?
I believe in yourself.
Roadster.
Yeah. Tyson plus Trump is Jay Leno. Shout out to Jay Leno. He's exactly who you think he is.
Jay Leno's gay, but
Jay Leno's gay. Jay Leno's gay.
He's gay. But the thing about Jay Leno.
Okay, hold on.
Love pitches.
You're really exploring right now. You're really exploring my voice. That's not what I sound like at all.
Oh gosh.
I sound more like this.
I used to do a bit where I did an impression.
Really?
And, it was just it was basically just a Steve Irwin impression.
Yeah.
That's like I'm trying to do the Australian accent. But it was just like talking about how like because one day when you're a teenager, this is when I first started doing comedy, you look up when you're a 19-year-old boy, you look up average penis sizes in the world. You want to know where you're at.
I just want to know where I'm at.
And one thing I learned was Australia was like number 3.
Oh, 3 of the got huge hogs.
So I was made a joke where I was like...
who's got the biggest? Congo. All right.
Yes, the Congo.
Yep.
It's not even close.
I remember the bit. Anyway.
It's like 7.5. I'm like, Jesus.
Average?
Yeah.
That's...
I'm like, fuck me, dog.
Who wants to fuck that? All right. Anyway. That's a lot of dick. Shout out to Congo. Great job, guys.
I actually heard that...
All that mining.
I actually heard that a lot of the reasons why Africans' dick's so big is because like they just let it hang. Like, if you just have your dick out all the time, eventually gravity is going to make it grow. That's what I always heard.
Don't have clothes.
If you have nothing to cradle, if your titty's always hanging out, they're going to get droopier, right? So if your dick's always hanging out, it's going to get a little bit lower to the thing.
My balls are always cold. That's why they stay tucked and look brown. You know?
TMI.
Darker than the rest of my skin. Shout out to chicken skin.
It's one of those things, like, because, actually, I don't know. I don't want to say that. But, yeah.
He ain't talking about his balls up here.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about my balls up here.
I'm talking about his balls. His hairy balls.
Okay, here's the thing.
He's got a little hat on his balls.
Here's the thing about my balls.
Green Bay hat on his sack.
Here's the thing about my balls, right? If
What's the thing about your balls?
Look, if I'm being completely honest, right? I honestly sound more like, you remember that Key and Peele sketch?
Yeah.
I sound more like that guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck you in the ass.
You're missing it. It's not close.
Now I'm thinking about it, this is like a dead-on impersonation of that guy.
I love Key and Peele. Some of my best friends are Key.
Never watched Get Out. Never watched Nope.
Didn't
Saw
like
the
it.
scene with the monkey.
Made me uncomfortable.
And I said nope.
As a black man.
There's no way I'm gonna do this. I don't like it. I don't know if it's legal, but
we're
someone
still
check the
doing
papers.
it. All right.
Okay. I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say.
I don't know.
I was gonna talk about my genitalia, and I don't want to.
Yeah, your balls.
Because I was gonna get honest, and I want to get honest.
I only got one ball.
No, I have 2 balls.
I have a favorite.
I have 2 balls.
One's a little big. We're lisping again because we're
See,
talking
that's
about
the thing
balls.
I didn't want to talk about. I didn't want to talk about
balls.
I didn't want to talk about the ball sizes. Because the thing about the ball sizes, if you have the ball sizes,
you got a favorite.
Well, here's the good thing about having small balls, like me. If you have small balls,
unicycle because your balance is all off because one of your balls is too big.
Conrad, if you have small balls like I do, okay, if you have small balls like I do, then they make the dicks just look bigger.
Yeah. I can attest to that. I got really small balls and I got a very large hog.
Exactly.
And a bank account.
I didn't.
I never spent any money.
I just ate her pussy.
I never spent any money that I made.
How are you eating pussy? Conrad?
You probably need some straps. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in tonight.
That's a good way to end
another excellent episode with my buddy Blake Fortner. Catch us next time for
One of us
Catch us next time at the Logan Paul fight. Netflix. It's gonna be on Amazon Prime this time. Knockout round 4.
Jeff Bezos has some really good points.
Elon Musk commentating.
I just like the way he punched. I can't do it.
I'm still waiting to see the Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg. That's what I'm trying to watch.
Dude,
I want to see Mike Tyson commentating Elon Musk versus.
Dude, why is Zuckerberg doing songs with T-Pain and fucking like jujitsu? Like he's trying to fucking be cool.
First of all, T-Pain does songs with fucking everybody.